Garage, get him in and around Piano Expo. If they do take that ground, then you're looking for nitros, you're looking for fights. Plenty of work that can be done, like you say, but it's going to stay up, so we might see a little bit of it. Fenrir's having the
So, yeah, like this looks like some good prep from Kangaroo Kenny. Oh, never mind.
I was about to say, straight in there for a second. Fultz hops back out immediately once the smoke starts to come on through. But now we've really got the guns starting to fire off. Iconic.
They're going to try and hold him in that position, so there could be an opportunity for SSG to just play a little bit of aggression in towards side here and start taking some ground.
Yeah, I think this is big danger zones because they've obviously called it Vigilus below, so I don't see how ITB can claw this one back, to be honest.
Well, never say never. We've seen some madness on the last map, and it may well proceed here as well. And Creed's working his way up towards Spiral here. No doubt SSG going to have a bit of a read on this. At this point, Oscar's found one. Forest falls down. Knows that one's coming in for the plant. Has smoke on side as well. Out it comes. Iconic, I don't think eating any of this. In fact, that's a lie. He didn't start to. Creed's for a second. Thought he was going to miss the lot. But with the plant going down, Ashen's the only player left standing up here on 2 feet with the gunner put it ready. Right sort of idea. He's got to go, and he's got to go now. But turns a little bit on the a rock and a hard place sort of scenario. He's got a couple of mute jammers around Coppin, for example, to support him. But as the pressure has built up, has then got himself out the window, back in downstairs, supported by the Azami. I know it's going to fall for it as well. He stayed a bit too long, even if Creed's got away with his life.
Unfortunate for Noah, really. He's there to back his teammate up, and he's the one ultimately that takes the punishment. J9 managers doing their job and looking forward for kills. Kendrew knows there's going to be a couple pushing him from bottom of yellow. He's going to try and hold on to this power position at pillar, and he could be in a real spot to try and help here, but the Capitao fire is going to do the job. Iconic dealing with Kendrew. That allows Forest in. The cover is great from SSG. The smoke is in place. They've got everything they need, but they never dealt with Azza on the flank. He picks up one, but that's all he's going to get before that diffuser goes down. 40 seconds left to go. Creeds and Azza with a huge task ahead of them.
And they had a good spot there to get that flank from above, but just nothing being given away by SSG. Maybe one kill could have gone their way, but everything is in their control. They've got the breach, a nice shot from Creeds. However, he also hits the deck. Azza with it all to do has found one for himself, but again, the trade play is there. Just like we saw from our...
For a plant could be really dangerous for that shotgun.
Has got two bearing down on him, mind you, at the same time. You've got Kenny with the shield in hand, and Noah also playing across here, as you can see. But sure enough, he's found him and waited and really let Kenny be the one to step across, takes his freebie and backs off down yellow. That now is going to be a little bit of a panic station from Noah, who could get pressure from seemingly anywhere. Oscar getting at least one back onto Iconic, 4v4.
Noah's going to keep and try and hold on to this hatch and the verticality above SSG. At the minute, not really choosing to necessarily go and completely clear him out. Maybe looking confident that they can actually just hold him from below. All they need to do is create a pocket of space inside a site where they've got that bit of safety and they can get that diffuser down.
A lot of patience being shown is the way that I'll give it to Ashen, to be fair. Like, hasn't got impatient here and tried to make anything too crazy happen. And piece by piece, SSG will just keep on collecting scalps. Already again back into that same position as before, 4v3, becomes a 4v2, down to a 3v2. It's a lot of work for the boys of ITB to get done here. It's not looking good, Doki.
No, I mean, like you said, Ashen doing nothing is his best factor right here because this happens. If the guy that was playing top yellow, I think it was the Warden, he's so scared the whole round. Is Amaru going to push? Is he going to push? Is he not going to push? Like, this plays a complete mental game. So the fact that he played that really safe and he only backstabbed when he needed to, he was able to pick up that kill on the guy and meeting it, ultimately completely won on the round.
Trying to get into a spot to get rid of Forest here as well, but he's so tucked in and also protected as well that it can't be ignored. He's tried what he can do, but it's going to get completed, Tim. 3v1.
Yeah, a lot of work here to do. One versus three doesn't even make it through the door as Ashen's there. SSG, when to push, where to push, how to push. And ITB, they need to start playing their game rather than SSG's.
I think it's very much that. They've realised that almost playing the roaming game also hasn't worked out too well for them. What if we dig in a bit deeper, as Loki said, and slow things down against a team trying to go fast? And fast they are trying to go. A couple of kills. Creed is out there. Finally gets traded out, but it did take 3 players to bring him down in isolation. Oscar also hitting the deck as Forest is also picked up. A first time go here, I think, for ITB, where they're finally looking in control, Tim.
Azza's got one inside of the little cubby there. He knows that the push is going to come. Turns his back maybe at the wrong time, but it doesn't matter because Kendrew and Noah are both there.
They've doubled down ITB on their strategy here. We've changed the cap can, the mira for a cap can, sorry. Oh, almost.
Nice attempt.
Nice attempt, yeah. But I was going to say they have so many C4s. So
it's it one way or another.
If I'm ITB right now, I'm starting to fall back a little bit and not make...
Opened up on the Ram, of course, very adept at doing that. But we were speaking about this earlier on about like bans coming through, for example, and we saw it on the map earlier on upstairs when we were talking. You were saying a book ban, genius sort of thing to bring out. Here, at least, that being taken off alongside the Capital.
It's going to be pestering SSG and not allowing them to use that verticality. So SSG really going to have to be thinking on the feet at this point about how they do it, and losing another one to Azza is not going to be ideal. We see ITB, that's enough. We're back to site. They know they can hold on to this.
Think about the key difference in this roam, though, right? Think back to earlier rounds when Creed was alone and admin on the mute, right? Here you've got a pairing running around together the entire round. You know, they've not been alone in isolation. They've been out there looking to try and make damage happen as a unit. Yeah. Not really been required, as it has all come down to Azza just landing a few nutty shots on the go, and now they see everything because of the Barrett. The C4 comes out, it's all too easy.
A big key difference in this round, I don't know if you noticed that first round they had the piano hatch reinforced whilst roaming.
Force's experience really kicking in there, saying, I know exactly what they're going to have done here. I don't have time to try and find the belt cam. I'm just going to have to go into sight and see what I can find. 1v4, it's not going to be easy. Manages to pick up the first with a beauty onto Kendrew, to be fair, right across the length of the site. He's going to find a second in the same spot if he keeps looking, but no, he knows that there's going to be somebody. Pillar tries to swing, but Creeds is there to find that final kill, and it looks like...
This is part on top. Ash is coming pretty aggressive here as well. He's got to be wary of it as well. Play off towards the left, keep himself okay for now. Look at his hot drop as well.
Oh,
genius play. Oscar caught out there, really slipping through the net, and Asher with a bit of pace. Well, that's going to sting.
That whole game losing play. So, you know, props to him. That was a really aggressive thing, but I think it was a total right decision to do in this situation.
What I really love about him is we're seeing him just kind of improve and grow as time goes by as well. Like, I think last year we first...
He's going to be getting the diffuser down. They've managed to create a little bit of space inside a site here, and the verticals aren't working for them. Kenny with the nitro down the hole, though, finds his man. Creed's onto J90, and ITB have just shown the importance of that verticality. 10 seconds left to go. Forrest, he's going for it again, but he's going to be successful this time. However, the verticality comes in on top. Creed's down the hatch to find the kills, and ITB all the time in the world to disable that diffuser.
So Leslie just like, oh, drop a C4.
Oh my, that was a very, very close C4. The bomb was almost planted.
There was a fraction of a second remaining.
Live in the early round is the pivotal part. They've done it for a good 2 minutes, but haven't found anyone on the other side just yet.
Ashen always going to hold on to that angle. He's, you know, a smart player. He's got the shotgun. He knows he's going to take it on the close encounter and manages to get his man. Kenny is there for one of his own, though, just to at least keep that man count even. 4 versus 4. But time is going to start becoming a factor for ITB here, because it just doesn't feel like they've got enough control yet.
Planting smoke.
I don't know how Oscar's been able to go on top floor.
I mean, he's got away with it, and they've also got the cover coming through as well. Another one falls down, and sure enough, this one gets stuck. Like Kenny just walking in, dropping a smoke in the middle of the room and going, yeah, this one's mine. Nothing to be done on the vertical. It's enough distraction upstairs that J90 can do nothing about it. And now there's a very precarious situation for SSG to win back. They need this top floor, but even with it, Tim, they can't do enough.
No, it's going to be very difficult for them from here, because you've got now that 20 seconds for ITB to set up the post plant as well. They're not just having to fight reactively. They've got themselves into positions that they want to be in. Oscar manages to pick up one. Kendrew onto the second, and these kills speak to what I was saying. They were there, they were ready, they pick them up. Azza with the final.
Reinforced. So I guess their plan is to use the clash to bait people into sight and do the work from below.
Oh, baiting complete. Azza taken offline here on the ace.
Oh,
Kenny's making his march through. They really want to see a push, and they're making it happen. However, a couple of kills come back the other way, despite Creed finding the one for himself, consistently finding himself, traded out here. So yes, Creed is finding the openings, but SSG are making sure he can't roll that into 2, 3, 4 kills very quickly.
It's going to be tough for ITB to get anything going realistically now. You're 2 versus 4, and Clash is one of those operators that the more attackers lose, the more powerful Clash becomes, because you know, there's no need now for Iconic to ever switch away from that shield. Doesn't need to take a fight. There's spare players to do that for them.
Who did we see doing this? In fact, no, there was. In fact, it was when Fabian and Fresh and that having that fun scrim against Talon, when he was playing behind the shield, leaking out from the side of it, it's taking some little pot shots. That's exactly what they've gone for, and they've used it brilliantly. As you say, there's been those kind of crazy early jump outs or early aggression. It has been a little bit more measured between the two teams. And I'm looking at SSG's lineup here. As I say, they're halfway.
That's huge.
But looking in towards like the Capcan, in towards the Legion, in towards the Ella, everything is just about trying to play this very trap-based game, but they've got in, and the plant is going down. They're in smoke yet again.
Nitro comes out, but it's not quite going to catch Kendrew enough. It does a lot of damage, but he will then be downed as Iconic pushes through, recognizing that he needed to make a move, but Noah is there for the trade. 4 versus 3. ITB have used this aggression well. They've gone into side. It's not quite gone to plan. They've not got the diffuser down. It is now down inside a side.
Oh,
but
Noah.
they're finding the kills on the back of it. Noah, he's like a hot knife through butter at the minute.
Still 2 on side, mind you. I say that, and Forrest is deleted as well. J9, no, at least got a backstab, and he's got the vertical here. But the thing is, there's enough obstructions downstairs that ITB can play around this as long as they don't give themselves too much away. They know where he is. They know they haven't got control, and as it finds the closing kill, ITB should go and do. It's that belief and trust in all 5 players to have that good decision making, right? Because it makes a bad call there. Everyone runs in and just dies, then you're doomed. And well, Ashton's at least started things off. It's the ram taken away as well. Again, the vertical play. Too much. Still a little bit cheeky aggression coming out from SSG, looking at windows, waiting to find players outside. So not trying to give to him. I was going to say, Kenny really's on the way to make something special happen there, but unfortunately can't get away with it. Forrest hitting the deck here. Oscar should be able to find the finish. In fact, no, working in the right way at the right time. He'll keep himself going, and Creed has got a great read. Another player coming on here. Nade coming out, maybe not quite the most effective tool there, but it does give him a little bit of space, and 2 more kills come through. How have SSG let this one crumble, Tim? They were in a 5v3.
They're becoming one of these teams that don't know when they're beaten. It's like you can find yourself in a 3v5. Yeah, we've lost the Blitz, we've lost the Ram, we've lost all the things that we were probably shaping up to use to soften up sight and create space. But you know what? We'll create space by finding 3 kills. It's no problem. We're going to go in and just start taking them down one after another. Great stuff. Jane, I know he's going to have to drop the hatch back towards sight, and he's going to have to make a move. He manages to find one, but not the second. Whether he goes in for that challenge, but look at this, they're coming in from multiple sides, and it's as easy as that. Creeds is not the threat, it's Hazza who manages to pick up Fultz, but J9O is there for the trade. SSG keeping themselves in this one, they don't want to...
Flash can't really do this. You're going to get shot from below, but ITB have made a decision to leave. Oh,
okay.
I don't know how that's happened.
Okay.
But, okay.
And shot from below at the same time.
Yeah, and shot from below, so... Guess who was right, Des?
All right, mate. Let's see who wins the round first. God, get this one on one cast.
The only hope in grace is you have Asher on the smoke, but he has none left, so they could just plant here.
They got him from below, though. Yep. That's all they need is those 2 kills to come on through. Forrest has got it all to do, and based on how today has gone, it's going to be a hard job to shut these boys down. Tries to get in close, air jabbed away. Diffuser is stuck. This one looks like a closeout for the EU side of dominant 7-4 victory over SSG.
That was great. That was really great.